Death is universal. It comes to us all. But the ways in which people deal with death are diverse. While all societies have dedicated spaces and practices for the remains of the dead, there are differences in burial and cremation needs within different countries and communities, including secular and religious beliefs. The same is true for funeral rituals, which mark the passing of the deceased and give comfort to the mourners. Why does this matter? Well, for each and every one of us, it's important to say farewell to our deceased family, friends, and community members in an appropriate way. For those who hold religious beliefs, especially beliefs about an afterlife, funeral rituals and the treatment of the dead body are often very important. Indeed, for some faith groups, there's a real sense of obligation to care for the dead body in very specific ways in order to ensure the well-being of the dead in the afterlife. As one mourner explained, when the dead are at peace, the living have peace as well. Some faith groups believe the soul or spirit of the dead is harmed if the burial or cremation rituals are not completed as required by their scriptures or traditions, and this can be a cause of real anxiety for their next of kin. And for those who have no religious beliefs, it can be important for their peace of mind and sense of self that their body is not given any religious rituals. Examples of different requirements include prompt burial for Muslims and Baha'is, and cremation for Hindus and Sikhs. Starting or witnessing the cremation process and the dispersal of cremated remains on moving water for Hindus. Consecrated and non-consecrated areas in cemeteries. Orienting the grave or body towards Mecca or Jerusalem, or locating the grave according to Feng Shui principles. Some faith groups, including Jews, Muslims, Orthodox, and Roman Catholic Christians, require eternal grave rites in order to ensure the long-term integrity of bodily remains. For some, including those of faith and no faith, minimizing the environmental impact of their remains is really important. Understanding these varied needs is important in multicultural societies. Being inclusive of diverse needs can be challenging, but many cemetery and crematorium staff and local communities are working together to provide inclusive spaces and services for everyone. To ensure appropriate care for the living and the dead, it's crucial to understand, respect, and provide for different local needs when planning, designing, running, and using public cemeteries and crematoria.